So we just had a family get out of watching the Lion King remake, and so we have Monica, Joseph, and Mia, and we'll start with you, Monica. Just general thoughts. What did you think about the movie?
It was emotional. I mean, just like the original. So it brought me back to my childhood, and it was great to experience with my kids.
Right. Okay, great. So what kind of experience was it for you, Joseph?
I liked the movie.
All right, next we'll go on to Mia. Mia, what did you think of the movie?
It was good.
It was good? Okay. So, Joseph, what did you like about the movie specifically? I think you were telling me something beforehand, right?
The fight.
Okay. Did you have a favorite character, maybe?
The good lion.
Oh, Simba.
Yeah, Simba.
So, Mia, let me ask you a question. What did you think of Pumbaa the warthog?
He was funny.
Super funny, right? Okay. And so, Mom here, this obviously is a remake. What did you think of maybe the CGI, maybe the soundtrack? Anything special that was different from the original, other than just like, maybe some of the voice acting?
No, I loved it. I loved it the whole way through because it kept them engaged. So when they see the original, they're kind of bored, and so now with the new CGI, they're like totally into it. So that was awesome to see.
So on our channel, The Real Screeners, we rate movies on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the best. How many movie reels would you rate the remake of The Lion King?
That was definitely a 5. Definitely, yes.
Okay. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being super low and 5 being super high, what number would you give The Lion King?
20,000.
Wow. So you must have loved this movie more than any movie you've ever seen before, huh? For that rating. So Mia, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, what number would you give this movie?
Number 5.
Number 5? Awesome. So when it comes out to Blu-ray, you guys are going to want to buy it, huh?
For sure we're going to buy it first.
Of course, yeah. You'll be first in line, right, Joseph?
Yes, we will.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we want to thank you guys. You guys were lovely, by the way. Thank you guys for being on The Real Screeners with us, and hopefully we'll see you guys again at the Alamo Drafthouse, okay?
Thanks.
All right, take care.
We're here at the Alamo Drafthouse in front of the glass half full, and I am here with Ashley and Michael, who just got out of watching the Lion King remake. And so let's start off with Ashley. Ashley, what is your overall reaction to this film?
So I overall loved it. Loved bringing back the old songs. Wanted to sing along the entire time. It was very neat how they were able to get these very realistic looking animals and kind of bring them to life.
Very cool.
I loved it.
It looked extremely real, right? The animation.
The animation was phenomenal. Just a beautiful scenery. It really made you appreciate some of that wildlife that we don't get to really see here in the desert.
Yeah, very good point. Okay, what about you, Mike?
Yeah, I like the songs, and it's pretty similar to the cartoon, so I like that a lot. All the songs are cool, all the nostalgia, and then yeah, the CGI is really cool because you can you can tell that the animals look real, so that's cool.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so the ultimate question is, how does it compare to the animated version?
I would definitely say I liked the original better. However, it was really neat to see what Disney was able to do and bring these animals to life, and it almost makes you want to go visit the desert, or not the desert, sorry, the African safari.
Right.
So it almost makes you want to take a trip out there. It made me feel a little adventurous, that's for sure.
There you go. Yeah. Well, there was some desert scenery in the movie too, right?
Yes, so very relatable.
I don't want to give spoilers, but
don't want to give spoilers. Lots of good scenery. You have to watch it.
Okay. And so, what about you? Which one did you enjoy the most?
Well, I think always the original is gonna be the best one. So yeah, the original is.
Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people have been saying they like this one more, but you guys are faithful to the original, huh?
Yeah. It's because I remember when I was a kid, I would watch it. I watched it like 30 times. So I knew.
They're so catchy.
Yeah, they're
so catchy.
Yeah. So a lot of people are talking about the voice talents in this new movie. For example, Beyonce being Nala and Donald Glover, Simba. Was there Seth Rogen? Okay, so let's talk about who stood out to you, both as a character or as a voice talent, I guess.
So I think Seth Rogen was the perfect choice for Pumbaa. Oh my goodness, I could just picture him in the background, really acting it out. I mean, it was fantastic when they're like, "Did you just call me chubby?" I mean, and he just starts ramping all the hyenas.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it.
Very cool.
Yeah, for me, Seth Rogen was my favorite as well. Yeah, he's perfect for Pumbaa.
So on our YouTube channel, we rate our movies using movie reels. 1 reel being the lowest rating, 5 reels being the highest rating. So out of 5 movie reels, how many reels would you give The Lion King remake?
I'm gonna give it a 5. I really loved it.
So perfect score.
Yeah, 5 too. I enjoyed it a lot.
Fully entertained.
Awesome. Okay, so thank you very much for being on our show, and we hope to see you soon again at the Alamo Drafthouse. Okay.
Back again this time with Araceli and Anastasia, who looks super excited coming out of the movie, or maybe you just really like your duck because it's a super cool duck. Okay, so this is kind of a polarizing movie in that, you know, some people really like it, some people don't like it. I mean, what did you come out thinking?
I loved it. The cinematography is beautiful, and it was really awesome to see real animals and the real insects interacting in the movie. It was really faithful to the original. The songs were true to the original. It felt really good to see it redone this way.
And Anastasia, talk to me about the movie. What did you think about it?
I thought it was really great. I loved how like they actually made the animals talk.
Yeah, you know, the animals look so real, huh? This technology is out of this world. What did you think maybe about some of the songs?
I think they were really good. My favorite was Hakuna Matata, and then like how like they didn't really actually show, like it's like mostly to the movie. I like it.
Right. Okay, speaking of the original movie, do you like the cartoon or this movie better?
I haven't decided yet because I love both of them. I love that one's the cartoon. The only thing I would say is that I like this one a bit better because it has real life animals.
Wow. You know, you are so well spoken and insightful for your age. Man, they must have been raising you right. Good stuff. Okay. All right. And so, is there anything else about the movie? Maybe like some new additions that you liked, or was there anything that you maybe didn't like about the movie?
I love that they picked Seth Rogen for the warthog. I think he did a really great job being the Pumbaa that I remember, and it just fit perfectly into everything. I loved Beyonce as Nala, and I loved the singing. It was just wonderful. It was a wonderful, entertaining experience.
So on our channel, The Real Screeners, what we do is we rate our movies on a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. And we'll start with you, Anastasia. How many movie reels would you give The Lion King remake?
I think I would give it a 5 because it's like a really good one. I like all that. I like the action. I like the movies. I didn't really like how Scar had to die, but I liked how
Scar died? I'm just kidding. I think everyone knows that.
yeah, I just love action.
Wow. Okay.
Even scary movies, I don't care if they're scary. I just love the action.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know, hopefully I'll see you here again so we can talk to you about many, many more action movies, huh?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mom. Talk about the reels, 1 to 5.
I'd also give it a 5. The cinematography, the photography, the video in it, I didn't feel at any point that it was, I could catch any little, you know, like kinks in the movie, so to speak, or editing. Like it all flowed very well, and I loved the scenes with the insects. That was one of my favorite parts, is seeing the dung beetle and seeing the different, the horn beetle, seeing the butterflies and how the lions interact with them. It was just really fun.
Wow, it looks like your daughter's having a lot of fun too, by the way. Okay, well, glad you enjoyed the movie. Glad it wasn't a waste of your money. And like I said, hopefully we'll see you guys here again at the Alamo Drafthouse. Take care.
Thank you.
We're here at the Alamo Drafthouse with some customers that just got out of The Lion King. We have Armand, Adeline, and Crystal. And so we'll start with you, Armand. Have you seen the original Lion King movie?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. What about you, Adeline?
Yes.
Yes to both? Disney fan and Lion King? Okay. And?
No.
Just kidding, yes.
No, okay. Trick me. Okay, so then, now that you've seen this new Lion King, how does it compare to the other Lion King movie? Which one did you like better?
This one,
This one? Why this one?
because it had another baby,
It has a...
Simba's son.
Okay. And what about you, Adeline?
I like it because it had Scar, and Scar actually had the detail of his thing, and because of the little baby cubs.
Okay, so you like this one more. Okay, what about you, Crystal?
You know what? It met my expectation. It was just how I expected. I thought they were gonna stray from the movie, and it was just like that. I'm impressed. I really loved it. I love this one more than the original. I do.
So you actually enjoyed the fact that it basically was like an exact remake of the original.
Only more realistic. So I love it. I'm hooked.
Yeah. What did you think of the special effects? Did you think that the animals looked real?
Yes.
Yeah, you were impressed by the animals?
Yes.
Yes. What about you?
Yes.
Yes. What about you with this?
I loved it. They looked realistic.
Awesome.
Up until the talking.
Who was your favorite character in this movie?
Simba.
Simba? Why Simba?
He ran away and he came back.
He ran away and he came back like a true hero, huh?
Yeah.
He's a hero. What about you, Adeline?
Simba.
Yeah, also? Yeah, for the same reason?
No, because his dad taught him to be a true king.
His dad taught him how to be a true king. He taught him some good lessons, huh?
Yeah.
Very cool. What about you, Crystal?
As usual, Nala, she brought back unity to the Pride, so gotta love that. And Beyonce. And then Beyonce.
That's right.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so on our YouTube channel, The Reel Screeners, we give our movies a rating of 1 reel through 5 reels. 5 reels being the highest rating, 1 reel the lowest. So out of 5 movie reels, how many reels would you give this Lion King, Armand?
5.
5? Oh yeah, so you give it a perfect score, huh? All right, what about you, Adeline?
5.
5 as well, very cool. What about you?
5.
All the way, okay. So we love the new Lion King. We loved it better than the original. Customers really enjoyed this new Lion King, guys. So thank you for being on our channel. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you again soon at the Alamo Drafthouse.
All right, so the Real Screeners here have Madeline and Daniel here joining us for their reactions to the Lion King. So we'll start off with you, Madeline. What did you think about this? Obviously, you two have seen the original movie, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what did you think?
I thought it was excellently done. The CGI was great. It looked real. I couldn't see a difference in between like what would be on the National Geographic, for example.
That's such a good point.
I thought Timon and Pumbaa were better, and I thought the music and the music video parts in some areas were a lot better than what the original was.
Oh, very concise. We should have you on our show sometime. My goodness, when we actually do our review. Okay, Daniel, what'd you think?
It was great. I'm not really a movie critic like she is. I liked it. I didn't like the original, like not at all that much. But this one way better, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was pretty good. Honestly, I liked it a lot. Surprised.
So this was kind of a polarizing movie for some people. Maybe not so much with our reactions, but with like critics and audiences. Like if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, is there anything that maybe you were kind of critical of when you saw the movie?
I was a little concerned that there wouldn't be enough emotion, being CGI animals that are supposed to look incredibly realistic, but you could definitely see a lot of the emotion, especially in Scar's character. Scar's character showed a lot of anger.
Okay.
What was the what's the critics about it? What did the critics say?
Oh, the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, as of this recording, the critics have it at a 55% splatter, and the audience score is an 89. So, anything that you thought was off, maybe with the movie at all?
Straight up, someone said that's 50%. That's kind of stupid. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. Like I didn't like Lion King at all. That was a really good movie. I was very surprised. So 50%. That's way underballing it. Like I would definitely watch that again. Like honestly. So yeah.
Okay, great. And what did you think of the song "Be Prepared" from Scar?
I wish they'd done the song for it, but I like what they did with it. There was more rage involved there, whereas Jeremy Irons' original Scar was a little bit more like he's vindictive. He's calculating. This one was more angry.
How many times would you say you've seen the cartoon?
I cannot count it. I watched it every day when I was like 5 or 6.
Wow. Okay. All right. So you are clearly an expert. Okay. Anything else you want to add about the movie? I mean, you've touched on so many things.
I really thought Timon was the best part of the entire movie. Timon was excellent. Billy Eichner did great with Timon. Blew it out of the water.
Would you say he was better than Seth Rogen?
By a little bit, but they were really close. But Billy Eichner
I think
did
they
great.
complemented each other. It was like you can have one without the other, so it felt just like Timon and Pumbaa. It was perfect together. So very great together. I liked it a lot.
All right, so obviously you guys really enjoyed the movie. I think I know what your rating is, but let me ask you anyway. So on our show, we rate movies on a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels. We'll start with you. How many movie reels, Madeline, would you give this movie?
So the highest it can be is 5?
Unfortunately, yes.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay, Daniel?
So this isn't really my type of movie with the whole musical and kids show, but I would definitely, so I can't give it a 5 because it's not my type of movie, but definitely a 4. So on that movie, I'm more of a like suspense kind of movie, so but still a very good movie. That's definitely a 4.
Good. We can't seem to find anyone who was grossly disappointed about this movie, so guys, definitely a theater movie for you guys to watch. And you guys, thank you so much for being on the show with the Real Screeners, and hopefully, we'll see you guys again here at the Alamo Drafthouse. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
And we have here Jimmy and Jedi, coolest name ever, who just got out of watching The Lion King. And so let's start with Jedi. Jedi, what did you think of The Lion King? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
Yes.
Yes. Who was your favorite character in the movie? Who did you like the most?
Pumbaa.
Who? Pumbaa?
Pumbaa. What about your favorite character?
One of my favorite, it's Nala, like from Always, from 20 years ago.
Why is that? Why Nala?
She's brave. She's even braver than Simba. Girl power.
Arguable. Okay. And so obviously Beyonce is her voice. What did you think of the addition of Beyonce in this movie overall?
I think she was perfect for the voice. Her tone, her pitch, like singing that song, like doing her voice, it was perfect. Like it gave her that woman power, that woman voice, like a true lion.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So, do you guys consider yourselves fans of the old Lion King, the cartoon, the animated movie? Have you seen it, Jedi? The old one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, which one do you like better? This new one or the old movie better?
The old movie better.
The old movie better. Me too. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. What about you?
It's hard, but I have to go to my childhood, and yeah, like the old one, it's the one in your heart, and the new one is just like a remind, just like Simba's that, like remember, it is. I was crying the whole movie.
It brought back some memories.
I love it.
Very cool, very cool. On our YouTube channel, Real Screeners, we rate our movies 1 through 5 movie reels. 5 reels being the highest rating, 1 reel being the lowest. So out of 5 movie reels, how many reels would you give the new Lion King? We'll start with Mom.
I can give a 5. It was pretty good.
Perfect score.
It was.
What about you? How many reels do you want to give the Lion King? 5 is the best. 5 is the best.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
5 reels? Okay, high five. Yes, high five. No, high five?
Okay, I give it to you.
High five. All right, okay. All right, well, thank you so much for being on our show, and we hope to see you again soon at the Alamo Drafthouse. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Naidid, Isabella, and Karen. So, general thoughts on the movie?
Well, I'm kind of biased because I like it. This is my favorite movie since growing up, so I like it. It stuck to the original, how every scene, it went by detail by detail. Yeah, some of the songs were like modified, but other than that, it's still a good movie.
Okay, it's kind of almost frame by frame like the original, right? With a few things.
The animal, the intro, everything, even the songs. They might have added like a new song or two, but other than that, it's still the same.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, so what did you think of this remake, this live action remake?
Well, I think it was good, but
Was there something you didn't like about it, or?
no.
Okay, so you thought it was pretty good, right? Most kids are liking it. I mean, who doesn't like talking animals, right? Okay, and Karen?
I like it. I personally like all the live movies, especially this one because it's like actually animals and people. The actual wars make you not suspend, startle you, but I like it.
Yeah, I kind of felt like in this movie a lot of the darker and more suspenseful scenes were some of the more engaging for me, actually.
Right.
All right. Obviously this is a 25-year remake. How would you say this compares to the original?
Well, I like that they kept the same voice of Mufasa the same, so that's like pretty nostalgic. Like you're like, oh, okay, the same like Zazu Mufasa voice, and other than that, but yeah, I like it. It's I didn't like what's it called, the movie, The Jungle Book, like how the animals with the voices and stuff like that.
You know, this is the same director.
And it's it's the same director, so I was kind of surprised that I like Lion King more than the other one. So yeah, with the voiceover and stuff like that. So.
Okay. All right. And Miss Isabella, how would you say this compares to the original? Do you think this is better or worse than the original?
I say it's worse.
What did you think was better about the cartoon?
Like the expressions, the color.
Yeah, the expressions.
Okay, all right. Now, some people talked about the beginning being kind of slow. Was it slow for you, or did you like it?
I think it was kind of slow, but it was good.
But it kind of caught up for you, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And Miss Karen, which one's better, the first one or this one?
I say personally, I like, just because I read back and child, I will go do animation for, the first
Yeah,
one.
there's something about those original cartoons. Plus, the facial expressions are different. It's just a different tone, too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So on our show, The Real Screeners, what we do is we rate all our movies every week on a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels. We call them just movie reels. So 1 being the lowest, obviously 5 being the highest. So we'll start with you, Nadine. How many reels for this remake?
5. 5. Yes.
Yeah, Lion King can't do any wrong, right?
Sorry.
Okay.
Perfect movie.
Okay. All right, Isabella, how many reels would you give this?
4.
4. Can I ask you maybe why it's not 5?
Because I feel like always the original one is gonna be better than the live action one.
Yeah, it's always tough to overcome that original that captured everyone's hearts. I totally see you on that. Okay, Miss Karen, how many reels?
I would say 4.5.
Yeah, you can do that because that's exactly what we do sometimes. 4.5. All right, so generally very pleased about this remake. All right, girls, thank you so much for being with us here at the Alamo Drafthouse and with the Real Screeners. So hopefully we'll see you guys again, okay?
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
Yes, you too.
Bye.